Holy shit. Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Video number 3 of the day coming from the house because, guys, we have breaking news. Josina Anderson just tweeted out a couple of minutes ago, I am told that wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. was in the building today doing a little visit with the Giants. Yeah, Odell Beckham Jr. was visiting with your New York Football Giants today. It's 2022 and Odell Beckham Jr. is visiting with the New York Football Giants. We've been following this story really closely for the past couple of weeks as Odell Beckham has been making a lot of hints and poking fun at New York Giants fans, talking about he wanted to win a ring for the city, how he wanted to do so much for the New York Giants and he was unable to. And he has hinted at a return. And now today, October 3rd, 2022, Josina Anderson is reporting, I am told that wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. was in the building today doing a little visit. This is why you subscribe to New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. Whether it's video 1, 2, or 3 of the day, whether I'm at the studio, whether I'm at the house, when news or rumors break, we get you guys a video as soon as possible. We are about 40 subscribers away from getting to 14,000 subs. If you want the Giants to sign Odell Beckham Jr., go down right now and hit that sub button. Let's get to 14,000K. Hit the sub button if you want Odell Beckham back with the New York Giants. I don't even know what to say, guys. This is incredible. I always thought it was a long shot that the Giants would have a chance of signing Odell Beckham this year. I thought down the line, maybe next year, next offseason, when the Giants have one of the most available dollars to spend in free agency cap-wise in the NFL, maybe Odell Beckham could fall into the plans then. But it sounds like the two have been talking, and he was in the building today. I mean, this is incredible, guys. I mean, look, the Giants have had a terrible wide receiver core. Their production from the wide receiver spot so far this year has been lackluster. Saquon Barkley has 15 catches on the year, and he's the leading receiver for the New York Giants. A running back. I mean, Kenny Golladay has been terrible. Sterling Shepard was effective, but had to leave the season and because of a knee injury, tore his ACL out for the season. Kadarius Toney has played not enough. He's missed the last 2 games. Wan'Dale Robinson has played a quarter. David Sills is not an NFL wide receiver. Darius Slayton can't get off the bench. Dropped a touchdown pass Sunday against the... He dropped a touchdown pass against the Bears this past Sunday. There was a pass interference, so he at least put the defender in a position to where he had to make a decision. But he dropped the pass. The wide receivers have not been good this year. Could Odell Beckham be the guy the Giants turn to? We know the Giants don't have a lot of money to spend, so it would have to be a 1-year veteran minimum type of deal. Would Odell Beckham be willing to sign that type of contract? I mean, if he really wants to be a Giant, if he backs up all the stuff that he's talked the past couple of weeks, then he would do it. License plate guy tweeted at Odell Beckham Jr. a couple of weeks ago saying, bring your ass home, do this, do that, come play for the Giants. And Odell Beckham said, show me the money. A 1-year veteran minimum contract isn't exactly showing me the money, but does he want to be a Giant? If he does, he would sign that 1-year veteran minimum deal. But let's focus on Odell, a guy that's arguably the best Giants wide receiver ever, probably the most talented football player I've ever seen put on a Giants uniform. Not the best, but strictly the most talented. Raw ability. He's a game changer. He can set a stadium on fire. He can do things that other humans just can't do within those white lines on a football field. But he did tear his ACL in the Super Bowl. That was in February. This is the second time tearing that ACL. That's a 12-month injury. 6 months. It's been 9 months since then. Could he be back in November? Late December? Is that too late? Will the Giants have already missed their window? That's why this is so wild to me. Does this mean Odell Beckham Jr. is close to being ready? Does this mean the Giants are talking about bringing him in within the next couple of weeks? Could they sign him tomorrow? I don't know. This is incredible. I'm in a state of shock right now. I mean, if you're in my age group, or look, I'm 27 years old, Odell Beckham's, outside of Eli Manning, is the best Giant you've ever seen play football. We can hate him for all the antics, the kicking net. At times it seems like he put himself before the team. But at the end of the day, he is a good football player, and we need more of those. He is a good football player. We don't have a lot of those. We could use those. I mean, look, when he went to the Rams, he got back to being the Odell Beckham of old. Probably not the same quick twitch guy, yards after catch guy, but in a one-on-one situation, especially in the red zone, he is one of, if not the best wide receivers in the NFL in that type of situation. Could he come to the New York Giants and be a guy that elevates this wide receiver core from being a bottom 5 to an average unit? That would be incredible, because right now, Daniel Jones, he needs a number 1 wide receiver. We're already asking him to be effective with a terrible pass blocking offensive line. The offensive line has been great in the run game. They haven't been able to protect Daniel Jones. It's time to get him a number 1 wide receiver. Could that be Odell Beckham? This is incredible, guys. I want to ask you this question. Do you want the Giants to sign Odell Beckham Jr.? If you do, type OBJ for yes, or type no BJ for no. Do you want the Giants to sign Odell Beckham Jr.? Type OBJ for yes in the comments, or type no BJ for no. You don't want Odell Beckham Jr. back. The Giants have to do something at wide receiver. Whether it's Odell Beckham, whether it's they elevate someone off the practice squad, whether they go back and sign Alex Bachman, who's a free agent. I'm not sure how the relationship is between Bachman and the Giants. It sounded like he turned down the opportunity to sign to the practice squad, hoping he would latch on with an active roster. It didn't work out. Whatever it is, the Giants need to do something at wide receiver. We'd all love to see Kadarius Toney come back, because we all know when he's on the football field and when he's healthy, when he's locked in, when he's a part of the game plan, he's one of the most electric wide receivers in the NFL. You can't deny that. I want to see what Wan'Dale Robinson has. A guy that at Kentucky was explosive. He did it all. He wasn't just a bubble screen guy, wasn't just a short yardage type of guy. He could stretch the field vertically. We haven't seen that yet. So there's still hope for this wide receiver room. We can hope that Kadarius Toney can be great. He has the potential, but it's about availability. He hasn't been available so far. We can want Wan'Dale Robinson to be great. This regime drafted him. This regime didn't draft Kadarius Toney. So there's still a lot of question marks right now around this Giants wide receiver core. But the news of the day, Odell Beckham Jr. was visiting with the New York Giants. He was in the building today. Man, oh man, are these rumors and the news going to heat up over the next couple of weeks. That's why you subscribe. That's why you lock us in. Sub and turn your notifications on, because once we get more information on Odell Beckham and the New York Giants, we're going to get you guys a video. So go down right now and hit that big red button.